Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome back to the RR3 podcast. I'm your host, Jack, and I am joined again by Gab and Jan.
Hello.
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 Well, it was synchronized, wasn't it?
It was pretty
Sort
lit,
of,
right?
yeah. How's everyone doing?
Christmassy.
Yep.
That's not an answer to
Christmas.
how are you.
Well,
Can't
Yes,
say
it is.
I'm-
it has to be
no.
good. It has to be good. If you
It's Christmas in 3 days.
So Jack,
Exactly.
are you feeling the Christmas vibe right now?
No.
Then how
But
can
it's
you
Christmas
be
time.
Christmassy?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Hey.
I'm not.
It's the first thing that popped into my mind.
Okay, fair enough. I'll accept that answer then.
Thank you.
Hecky, I didn't have the time to get all Christmassy. Like to
Yeah,
get
what
in the
about you,
vibe.
Gab? Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't feel like Christmas, does it?
Yeah, this year can we all
Nope.
just agree that there's like no Christmas vibes whatsoever?
There's nothing mentioned. Like, did anyone mention Christmas? Like everybody mentioned Halloween, but no one properly mentioned Christmas.
I mean, the name of a group chat that we have is literally called Festive Vibes.
Yeah, but that was put ironically in November.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like, anyways, how was your week, guys?
It's been alright.
Oh.
We all had similar weeks, you know?
Yep, we did.
Yep, we did.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
could you
currently
put
on the
details?
low. So that's not great.
What do you mean?
Oh well.
So,
What do you mean on the low, Jan?
Well, it's just like I don't know. I had a lot of enjoyment towards a few days ago, and now it's just I haven't been doing much. So obviously, relatively, I'm just
Okay, I
not
see.
receiving as much dopamine.
I
Therefore, I'm
see.
on a low.
Fair enough.
want to do
That
some
makes sense.
marmalade later in the week?
Jacques, does that seem...
What?
Tomorrow's the only day I can, Jack.
Oh, is everyone actually leaving?
Yeah, I'm leaving the day after Boxing Day.
Where are
and
you
I'm
leaving to?
actually busy on all 3
thought
days
everyone
of
was staying.
Christmas. Oh, I'm going to Brighton.
Ooh, visiting
But-
PewDiePie.
No. No. But I'm hoping to
Very
be able
sad.
to shoot some videos, so I'm just praying that the weather improves.
So, sorry, but when you said shoot, I thought of something else.
No,
Well, like actually, like snipe some videos.
I don't know. I was like, Jan, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Man,
oh no, it's just like my gimbal arrived, my tripod arrived, my mic arrived, even though I still need to figure out a way to mount it. So it's
Hey.
just, I need to use it, and I feel like Brighton is a place where I'm not going to be scared of getting stabbed or something over it. So,
Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, you are. It's Brighton, of course you are.
yeah. Nothing's going to happen to me.
But anyways, guys.
No, something's going on.
What?
The Seagulls, man.
Oh, yeah. But nah.
Did
gonna
wait?
get
Did
you.
it ever happen to you that a bird sat on you?
Yeah.
No, I've dodged it. I've dodged it every time.
It happened to me once when I was sitting in the park on the bench, because okay, so you know how in parks there's like dog enclosures.
Yeah.
I was there's a bench right in the center of the one near my house, and I just had my dog loose in there, and I sat on the bench, and then a pigeon just shat on my head.
On your head.
Mad.
Yeah, and then I had
That's
to
tragic.
yeah, and then I washed my hair for about 1 hour afterwards.
Well,
That's
well,
mank.
that's okay. That's more tragic than me. However, the time it happened, I was walking in the street, and the pigeon or whatever, the seagull, excreted upon my shoulder, and someone who was passing
That's
by
mank.
laughed. Like, we were like, ah, not lucky. And I was so tempted to just rub my shoulder on that person, I swear. I wasn't more tempted.
People are not nice. To be
I was
fair,
like,
I mean,
Oh,
I would have laughed at you as well.
Yeah.
yeah, well, like, I was close.
I remember once I was about to take the tube. I was at South Kent tube station,
Mhm.
and since there's all the museums there, there's all the kids who are going on school trips, and there was this one girl that just got shat on in the tube station
In the tube.
by a
What?
pigeon
Ooh.
on her way to like some museum. She'd just gotten off the train and got shat on the head, and I nearly burst out laughing.
When you think you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. It's genuinely so unfortunate.
Imagine being that one person.
Dude, she started crying and stuff. I felt so bad, but it was funny at the same time.
That's tragic.
Yeah. You guys should dodge the pigeon shits, you know?
Yeah, what if you can't see it though?
What if?
No,
okay,
no.
I have more tragic.
I predicted a pigeon was about to shit. Like, it was on a tree. I look up, I see it, and I step forward, and I step to the side, and it just lands next to me. I was like, whoa!
That's luck, dude.
That is prediction.
Look,
my guy.
look. It happened even worse. I was eating a sandwich in peace. And I was walking and eating my sandwich. And a fucking seagull flies and takes it. And flies away. And I have never
He just
been
yoinked it.
saltier in my life.
And so the sandwich got yoinked by a
Yeah.
seagull.
And I was like,
Yeah.
after it happened, I was like,
Mad.
am I joking to you? Like,
To that seagull, yes you are.
That's rough, dude. That's rough.
literally
That's tragic.
flew in. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then just yoinked it. I wasn't expecting that to happen at all.
That's actually sad.
So much hate.
Look, let's declare war towards all birds.
Yeah, can we just exterminate
off.
seagulls?
Exterminate. Whoa. Okay, we just have to continue
Exterminate.
using petrol. And someday.
No. They probably reproduce faster.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Your method would
I
not
mean-
work.
What, just turn the whole ocean into petrol?
That would be sadistic.
No way.
Yeah.
Haha.
Solution.
You ever heard-
Where's your food source now?
Hey, it's fine. We can just use guns. Yeah, just bring those back to the UK.
Yeah,
That'll make
good,
good.
good idea.
That's good gun practice.
Yeah, exactly. For the
Fair enough.
Americans, it's
Yeah.
great.
Oh,
Where's this
there's a
going?
seagull. Boom!
Hmm.
Got him, boys. Your sandwich is safe.
The
What?
pack- the,
Where did you kill my
the
seagull?
package has been secured. Or yeah, whatever the opposite of that would be. The package.
Mission failed. You'll get him next time.
Yeah, what one of those shitty video game references.
Sick.
So guys,
I
as we're approaching the end of a decade, talk about gamers references. What is the meme of a decade? As it was the decade of memes.
You know, considering that
Okay,
segue,
Boomer.
I thought you were gonna say what's the game of the decade, but
Well, we know the answer, don't we?
it's got to be Minecraft, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we know it's gonna be
Wait,
Minecraft.
Just
when
because
did Red Dead
it's
come out?
like this year, last year.
Because otherwise I'd say Red Dead. You know?
Yeah, but I feel like Minecraft just deserves it, just because
Yeah.
of the amount of times it's come back.
And it has
But-
only
Fair enough.
had more influence overall.
Yeah. But the
Damn,
meme
bro.
of the decade.
Yeah, because the meme is gonna be harder, isn't it?
There's so
Okay,
many
Boomer.
memes.
No,
Okay, Boomer.
no, that's not a good meme. It has to be like a funny meme, like okay, Boomer,
that was
I
that was
feel like-
funny.
for
I
like
feel like
a
the
week.
SpongeBob memes were good.
Yeah.
Bro, it was funny way longer than that. You just didn't know about it.
Look, Jan has a point. SpongeBob has been ruling the memes.
Well, that
But on the
being
other
said,
hand-
though, like
Whatever
it's
that
always
funny.
it's always a
SpongeBob.
different meme. Yeah, they were. They were quotable.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah.
But the thing is, it's always a different format. So I'm not sure if that counts as a single meme
Well,
of
look.
the decade.
I watched in a video, and the guy has a point. F in the chat. I mean, so relatable, but it became part of
F
a
in
language.
chat isn't a meme. It's press F to pay respects.
Yeah, so it can be used in a
From-
meme. It's something so iconic. It's part of a language.
So is OK Boomer. So is Ait, I'm a head out.
Yes, but like F
There's
is
a
used
lot of
more.
them.
Like, as soon as something like tragic happens.
L.
No, it doesn't have
What
to be
about
like.
L?
L is a
Yes,
pretty
but
good
L is like loser. It's used more like
And
F.
F in the chat's been around for way longer anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it deserves meme of the decade.
Okay, one thing we know. Neither Doge or Baby Yoda
Doge is old.
are memes
Baby
of.
Yoda's pretty
They're
good.
not. They're not memes
I
of
feel
the
like
decade.
Doge could be. Doge or Pepe could be.
Pepe maybe. Doge not. No really.
Doge,
It, like,
yeah.
Oh crap! We're thinking of decade.
it lived
Huh.
for like a year. Doge maximum. Pepe
That's
lived for
calm.
like 10. It lived
No.
since it was born.
No, I swear Pepe was only relevant in like 2014, mostly.
Yeah.
That was its peak relevance. But that
So was
that being
Doge.
said, it's still slightly relevant.
Well, Doge,
Pepe, no.
Doge
Yeah.
is really old. Like at that point,
Yeah, but
just
Doge is iconic. Doge is like the first meme.
Doge is low key kind of dead now.
But what
yeah,
about
but it's
troll
like the
faces?
original.
Like all of the troll faces. What about that? Those are
That
the
was like
start of the memes.
2007. That was like
Those
2007.
are all dead as well.
No, that's like 2010.
No,
Sure.
I'm pretty
about
sure they're not. Thing is, there's too many memes for
Yeah.
this to actually
Yeah,
work.
I thought you guys were talking about this annual, but no, decade.
that. Decades. Yeah, there's
Uh,
a lot
Decade.
of memes. But there's Area
There's
51.
so many.
There's
No.
Ricardo Millos. There's
I have a Ricardo T-shirt. Yeah,
YouTube
I got it
Rewind.
for my birthday.
you got a point. What a gift.
YouTube Rewind. What a meme.
Yeah.
What a meme
YouTube
2018
Rewind, yeah.
was.
Yeah.
there's so
Shame
much-
2019 wasn't memeable.
Yeah. Which
It's
is a
such
shame.
Such a shite way to end a decade.
Yeah.
For YouTube as well.
As we discussed
I mean-
in like 2 podcasts ago when you weren't
Yeah.
there, we could have done so much cool stuff with like the YouTube Rewind to end the decade. We could have done like all of the evolution of
Oh,
YouTube,
crap.
or
I forgot about that.
like we could have done like all of
They
the
might do
memes.
a decade rewind though. Wouldn't be surprised if they did a decade rewind.
But we didn't.
Because they've probably still got loads of budget left over.
It's the 22nd of December, Jan. We're not gonna make another rewind, are they?
We might get it. Hopefully.
No,
I've got my fingers
nah.
crossed.
Like,
Oh well.
it was a trailer and it is a trailer. That's where it ends 2019. Which is even worse. It's disappointing. That's it.
Joe Mama.
So anyway, what would you
No.
guys say? What would you guys say were your top 5 moments of the year?
Of the year. Oh wait, moments like internet or moments just...
No, just
Moments.
moments. Just moments.
Okay. Well, for sure. One of them is just this summer. Just
What
that...
happened this summer?
No, just...
Like
spent a
specific
really good-
moments. You can't just say like, oh yeah, a 2-month period
Oh,
of time.
specific moments. Like... Oh, well.
Or 3 months.
How long?
sorry.
How long is the moment? Like 5 seconds?
No, it can be also like
Just
a minute or 10 minutes.
just
It
things
has to
that
be a
happened.
moment.
Yeah, just top 5 things that happened to you this year.
Okay.
Marmalade, and
Top what?
marmalade.
Okay. one
That's
of the
really
tops.
sad.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, should we do top
Okay.
3? Top
Okay,
3.
okay. I have a moment.
Because 5's a bit much.
Doing my first exam.
How is that a best moment?
It's
That
not
was a
best.
terrible
It
moment.
doesn't have to be best, but it's certainly memorable.
Well, top 3 implies that it's a top 3 best moments.
Okay. Top 3 best moment. Okay, you start, Jan, then.
I'm gonna have to go with. One of my favorite moments of the year was definitely just going to Costa Rica. I'll keep mentioning it probably till I die, just because life-changing experience.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then,
Okay, one of the moments, then,
it's a bit harder of the other two.
spending quality time with my cousin. We had a lot of fun.
Fair enough.
Which I never see him. He's my only cousin.
Yeah, I'd have to say spending time with a certain cousin was a pretty memorable moment for me. Like having marmalade with him and
Jacques.
more marmalade.
Jack, come on.
You're
man.
depressing.
I sound like an absolute crackhead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nothing sentimental?
I mean, marmalade
No,
head.
not
Sorry.
really. Oh, I remember at the very start of Avengers Endgame when I saw that, like, because you know when you go to a cinema and like it tells you what movie's about to be playing. Well, first there's the trailers and then it tells you what movie it is with the rating signed by the CEO of cinema
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
My heart was beating so fast. I was like, yeah, this has been my entire childhood up to this point.
Oh, wow. Oh.
And
oh,
I have no clue what to expect. That was iconic for me.
I don't know why. I was so fucking hyped that day. You're gonna judge me, but it was one chapter in One Piece where they revealed the primes of the four emperors. You're not gonna get it, but I was so fucking hyped that day. You have
What's the
no
prime?
idea. Bounty.
Oh.
I was so
Ugh.
hyped. You have no idea. I was waiting. Everybody was waiting for that shit for like 20 years.
Endgame. Endgame was pretty good.
Yeah.
That had to be memorable. But that was... I don't know why. I was really hyped at that point.
I'm trying to think of a third best moment.
So that's one.
I can't think of any actually.
Yeah, it's really hard because there's just
This year's been pretty shit.
Okay, wait. Think of a worst moment. Because if you think of the best moments and you have difficulty finding them, that means that you will think like subconsciously that you had a shite year. Like this is like
Yeah, I
actually
did.
proven.
I can think of
But
loads.
if you think of shite moments, of worst moments, you're gonna have difficulty still to find them. And then subconsciously you will think that you had a good year. So let's think of the worst moments.
Exams is terrible.
I guess for me, it was like worse, like mental warfare. But high key, when I gained 7 kilos, which is more tragic more than anything.
That's an F in chat.
Because
That's an
of
F to
the
pay
exams.
respect.
But you know what? I lost 8 or 9, so I'm
That's good. So that's good.
I'm back. But still tragic.
My God, I can think of loads of worst moments.
Go on then, tell us one. Marmalade.
Yeah, well, I said
Marmalade.
that bad marmalade experience. I'm joking. No, that one I had a certain existential crisis, which was pretty bad. Exam
Haven't we all?
moment was pretty bad. Yeah, but especially like
No. Like I feel
This year.
Jack because like last year in 2018, like October, I had like some, like you know when you have like an existential crisis, but it's like heavy.
Yeah.
Heiki, that's depressing when that happens because you're literally depressed. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, like is there one that you can specifically remember?
For what? Existential crisis?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost it
like
for like
one that was really bad.
a month and a half every day. It was actually tragic.
Yeah.
So I can think of mine. But anyways, we all need that one
Damn.
moment
That's rough. Yeah, I feel like
but I cannot
it's
feel
something that everyone has to go through at some
because
point.
like I felt it just for a month and a half, and I cannot imagine having depression for more than that period. like for like a year and a half, because that's what depression feels like. And high key,
Yeah.
mad respect to people who like managed to get out of a situation for like years.
I thought you were gonna say like, mad respect to you people that have depression right now. Whoa.
But yeah, now I'm good though.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
well, you
good.
guys get it.
What about you, Jacques?
I just said it.
Good luck.
Alright,
Yeah.
so how about top 3 moments of the decade?
Oh,
Of the
shit.
decade, man. Oh.
That's difficult. That's a rough one. Well, one moment.
Because, yeah, it's a bit tough.
Well,
'Cause
one
I
moment.
don't know about you guys, but I don't
certainly.
remember a lot of things from before.
That's why we have to do our
Oh.
diary. Okay, now something seriously.
Yeah, and I have been doing it,
Hmm.
although I didn't do it for... I've missed 2 days already.
I guess
It's not
continue.
Every time
It's been 1
you
week.
follow the same wavelength for someone, when it's like that perfect moment where
What,
like,
when you're vibing perfectly?
vibing perfectly
Mm.
with someone.
Dude, I've been there.
Feel you. Feel you.
Yeah.
Feel you. Yeah, fair.
Jack's clearly talking about marmalade though.
No, no. I might be for some moments, but the one I'm thinking about, no.
Fair enough.
For me, maybe not best, but important moment was changing schools. Twice.
Alright, yeah, because you did change schools.
So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like, changing schools and friendships and forming actually better ones, surprisingly, was really interesting.
In what way was it interesting?
Because like I was with the same people in the same class ish for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew them all perfectly. We're like 60 people in total.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't much, and just coming to the new school where there's like thousands of people.
That
Was-
sounds like my entire primary education and then the jump to secondary school.
Just nearly that. Just that I never experienced such a difference.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
was
that
really
being
surprised.
said, for me, secondary school was more of primary school, just more new people. But it was still roughly the same people.
For me, there was like a drastic change. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously, if you changed schools, like, you moved countries.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I cannot imagine how that feels like.
But that doesn't actually feel bad. It's actually fine. Except for the language, but that took me 3 years.
Yeah.
And I still speak it-ish. Iffy jiffy.
I feel like everything happens for a reason, though. Like, there's got to be some really good reason as to why you
I
change
feel-
schools. And not based on your parents, but like, in the future, you'll figure it out.
Well, certainly
Mm,
no English helps.
Hmm.
But does. But I feel it's
So
Another
are
way
you
around.
implying that maybe in the future it's going to be vital that you learn English,
well how
and therefore that's the main
Look,
reason why you moved?
everything doesn't happen for a reason. Everything is casual. That's how I see it. So
Oh.
you just have to be lucky. It's still a probability because that's what it is fundamentally. You're just or lucky or not
so
lucky. If
we're
you're
completely
unlucky-
thinking in different ways.
can we say that probability doesn't exist though, and it's all a string of it's a whole butterfly effect?
Mm. Well,
Yeah,
no.
I'm with Jack on this one. I think that everything happens for a reason. The
So-
the
No,
universe
I don't think
has
it
a way
happens.
of working.
Nah, I think.
No, I'll disagree with both of you. here.
Actually, okay. Can I present all three views? I think I get it. Jan says there's like a sort of destiny that whatever happens, it will have its own consequences and it will have like its purpose, just later on.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
say
That's what.
that it's not true and that it's all random. You just have to be in that good probability to have success or whatever you want. And Jack says that everything can be predicted right? And that
Yeah.
everything that you're doing now will have, similar to Jan, but a bit different, repercussions in the future, and that you can do nothing about it.
Yeah. The difference between my viewpoint
No.
and Jack's is that
That's not what I
Okay,
said.
what-
I said that
That's the last bit, I think.
Jan is for Jan, it's like clear set destiny, and something will happen in the future that will
that'll give everything
bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you believe in a zero-sum game, basically.
Okay,
But
I don't know
what I'm
that.
saying is that it's not all clear set and everything has a butterfly effect. You do something, it might affect someone else in some way. Not
okay.
necessarily, but that's how stuff affects you.
Well, for you to gain, I don't remember well the saying, but for you to be well, someone has to be bad. A man's treasure is another man's poison or something like that.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
sure.
something like
Something
that.
along those
Yeah.
lines.
Like you see my point. But whether you're
Yeah,
well now,
zero-sum game. That's what it's called.
yeah. But I feel it's just luck. Because look, just the fact that you're born, that's lucky. Like,
No, you're just the best. You're
you're lucky.
probably just the
No,
best
because
one out of all of them.
there was at least 100 sperms trying to enter the ovule.
At least 100. You mean millions?
No, I mean,
Yeah, millions.
I mean entering, because you're saying the best. Okay, well, like 100 sperms in close to the ovule.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, the best, the ones who dug faster were the.
No, it's not
or
dug,
The one
it's
who did.
No,
finding
it's
the
not dug.
spots.
It's there's a single spot which is.
Yeah, and they go
Yeah.
randomly. So even if you say that it's skill, so that sperm survives.
Really, I thought. Isn't there like a layer where they have to bury through?
Yeah,
No,
to
I
get-
think
Wait.
there's a small layer that they have to bury through, but there's one very specific spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Where once you've buried through it, it's
So yeah,
it's
Right.
either you get through
it's
or you
not
don't.
it's not really the best. It's all luck. So even if you say that it's just the best sperm, which is not true, because like usually it's random, the fact that the sperm got there, you still have a small chance of being there. So it has
Alright,
to
so-
be that instant. So
What,
that. Okay, yeah.
what would you guys say is like the reason for your beliefs? Like why do you believe what you do
Okay,
when
I
it comes
believe.
to like yeah.
I believe in probability and luck for two main reasons.
Because you like maths.
No,
That's the third reason.
no. First reason, it's because fundamentally, physics is chaotic, so everything happens chaotically. Just because it does. And secondly,
What?
If
So you're saying
it's
is
not
that
chaotic.
there's no way to predict anything.
yeah, there isn't.
It's just okay.
And secondly, if everything does happen for a reason, that means, by a sort of way, God is not good. Because that means he lets happen all of the worst atrocities without doing nothing. Even if you say that like, maybe later it would be better. In the
So
meanwhile-
you're implying that God is real.
No, I'm saying, if you believe in destiny, that something will happen for like a reason.
So
That
his argument
means-
is that he believes in what he thinks because it disproves yours.
What? No, that's not what I meant. In a sort of way, maybe, but no, it doesn't really have to do with yours. It's more like in general, the idea of God wouldn't hold really well.
I mean, I disagree with the idea of God. Like, if he is all loving and all caring and whatever all religions say, like, clearly everyone would be happy. Then it wouldn't be like it is.
Yeah, that's the point.
So
Yeah, but isn't the point that yours is the universe has its own way of doing things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, yeah,
that,
why
that
do you
doesn't
believe in
mean it's
destiny?
good.
Do you have like an experience?
I wouldn't really call it destiny. It's more just like everything happens for a reason, right?
Well, but
Yeah.
I
that's
wouldn't call it as deep as destiny though. Like I don't know. Like in my own experiences, It's just the stuff that's happened to me, I've afterwards realized, like, it's actually really vital that that happened, because
Such as
it
what?
shaped me in a very important way. For example, our school was organizing a trip to India, and my parents were telling me to go, right? And then
Mhm.
I missed the deadline, even though I sort of wanted to go, but I wasn't entirely convinced. And afterwards, I realized that, well, in retrospect, I should have just instantly signed up, because, it could have been life-changing.
I see what you mean, but what I mean is that do you have like an experience where you did something and then afterwards it paid out perfectly? Like you were like, yeah,
It doesn't mean it has to
happened
play out
for a reason.
perfectly, though.
no, it paid back.
I feel like just previous relationships a lot, like, I mean, I wouldn't say they played out perfectly, but they happened for a reason. They shaped me into who I am.
Yeah, fair enough.
And yeah, that's basically it. I don't know, like, in my opinion, stuff happens to people because, well, they need to change. They need character development, to put it that way.
Mm.
Yeah.
I guess.
What about you, Jack, with your butterfly effect?
I mean, I believe it because to me that's what seems most logical, and it's what I've kind of thought about, and like in my own thinking and shower thoughts and train thoughts and all of that, and what I've observed around me. I just see that I'm gonna drop this on the floor in the street. I'm gonna litter. That has a certain impact on another person, which creates a whole butterfly effect of different things.
I mean,
And that's how I see it.
this, but like, my point is, what is the case that you're gonna deposit that you're gonna litter in that place?
No, it's not the simple probability of doing it.
It's not a
undoing
simple
it.
probability. It's just what are the chances that
No.
you're gonna
It's
drop-
not a complicated.
No,
That
it's
thing-
It's
got
not a
nothing to do with
complicated probability.
Yes, it is.
It's
just,
it's
no
it's
matter
a
what you
question
do,
of
it will
I'm
affect
doing
people.
it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
It's
since there are like many actions from many people, it's virtually impossible to keep track of every action and how every action affects everyone.
it's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. It's
Yeah, it's
extremely
virtually
difficult.
impossible.
Okay, yeah, it's virtually impossible.
Yeah, that's my
so
point.
That's what I'm.
That's why I said it's
that's what I mean.
chaotic. Hence, it's all down to luck.
But it's not. But it's not probability to me. This is.
I mean, yeah.
Probability is. No.
I'm gonna drop this piece of paper on the floor. Now I'm gonna have to pick it up.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
but-
a butterfly effect. He could have
No, but
chosen
in this
not
case-
to drop it.
Yeah.
No, what Jack is saying is that it's all conscious decisions, and those have nothing to do with probability.
That's my point. How do you define conscience, and how do you define the fact that you had that thought in that moment?
Well, then again, it's
How-
all in layers, because
How do you choose?
Gav,
what you
I know for a
think?
fact he's going to say that what's the probability of the chemical reaction inside your brain of actually occurring that then
No,
makes
that-
you decide whether
no,
or not to drop the paper.
No, not that accurate. But what I mean is that you don't choose
There's
what you
layers
think.
to everything.
Mhm.
That is true.
Uh,
To what
you
point
don't
are
choose
are you
anything.
conscious?
Yeah.
I once saw this
You don't-
really frightening video. I think it was by Exurb1A.
Oh yeah, of course.
Where you're not actually conscious because everything can be done for you.
Well, I mean, I didn't need a sub one.
But can be. Is it yes or no question? Is
Look-
that gonna happen
look,
or not?
I
Is it
thought-
gonna be done for
I
you? or
thought
not?
about it, and like I came with a definitions of conscience, and actually, philosopher thought about it and came to the same conclusion, which is conscience is the
But
ability
damn it,
to think about death, about the
Mhm.
own
Mm.
death, like about what happens after you die.
Well, thing is, right? I actually saw this thing. It was probably on Instagram, to be honest. which I was actually surprised because it's kind of deep for Instagram. But it's like, you've technically already witnessed not being alive, which is, well, before you were born. So why should you be scared of dying if you've already, in a way, experienced it?
Because you don't remember it.
But if you think about it, there was nothing wrong that was happening to you before you were born. So why should anything different happen after you die?
Yes, but nothing happened.
Because you are. You are an existence. You are something. You can affect other things.
Look. The thing that initiated my existential crisis is what happens after you die. Okay?
We'll find out.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully reincarnation. You know.
But yeah, hopefully. My point is, hopefully something. Doesn't mean
That's
anything is better than nothing. And my real question was, as a conclusion, do we have a soul or do we not?
Well, this is going back to what I said last week. Like, people say that when they were on acid, they were seeing the ghosts of their relatives.
It's
To
about
me,
how
that feels like,
truthful
yes, we do
is
have a
that?
soul.
the answer to that question is I don't know. We don't know.
Well,
There is no way to
my way
prove
of
it.
seeing it. My way of seeing it, at least my way it was. I don't know now. It was about how improbable is just our existence, just from the bare start. Without the DNA exists, of how it's structured and
Well,
how
it does exist.
yeah, but why in the first place? Like, it's such a complicated process. Just your body, you a cell in your body.
Well, well, that comes back to the differences in our kind of thinking, where it happens and, oh yeah, but what were the chances of it? It's like,
Yes, but like
yeah, but
there's some
it
chances which are small, but now we're talking about chances which are ridiculously small. That's my
Yeah.
point. Like,
As I said,
It's so
everything
small.
happens for a reason.
yeah, it's so small that there must be a reason why, right? But then I don't know about this way of thinking, because
yeah, but
after all, it
now
could
you're
have
back to
happened.
now you're back to Jan's. Now you're back to Jan's.
Yeah, now you're
thing.
back to my way of thinking, which is, well,
That's what I
clearly
said.
life
That's what
exists,
I thought.
which means we have a greater goal in life. We just don't know what it is.
But
We're all
I
just
agree with that. I
mindlessly
agree with that.
reproducing for a reason, right? Like, hell, we might not know it yet, but NASA might exist so we can colonize the universe.
I guess.
I don't know, because to me,
Yeah.
the explanation of life exists just so that it continues to exist, right? Like,
it's fucking
animals live to
pointless.
reproduce. To me, that seems pointless. There has to be something much deeper and more significant
Yeah,
than that.
yeah, you got a point. Like,
Yeah,
what is the point?
I've thought of that shit. And
Like, okay,
Um,
going back to Costa Rica, we went to this insect museum, and they had like some grasshoppers or something, which had like basically no predators, very stable population. Like, they basically don't do it. They don't really do anything. They don't affect the ecosystem, right? And I asked my biology teacher, like, what is the point in these things existing? Because they're not. The world would be the same without them. And he said, well, they live to reproduce. And to me, that answer was just not enough. There has to be a reason
Yeah.
behind it. Why would they reproduce if they didn't have, well, I guess in this case, a destiny?
Well, from there, yeah, you have two paths to go. Either it's mine, which is a bit cynical, which is, yeah, you just it's just because, you know, it happens. Like, it's a probability. Or it's more like yours, where there's like, yeah, there's a reason to it. And I want to believe in
I would
yours.
say Jack's thing works as well. The butterfly effect.
it happens because
No,
it
like-
happens.
Like, Jax is a bit like the consequence of yours, and mine.
Yes,
bit of a
because
mix.
Jack's one would say that they exist to have a butterfly effect, right?
Oh, they exist to have
Sen-
it.
What if I said that
Yeah, but that's now you're back to yours
They-
where you have destiny.
they
It's like,
exist.
it
That's
does
yours.
that.
so they have a butterfly effect on me to make
It's not
me think?
there to do something. It's there to. We can't know. It will be there to do something if there will be something there to do something.
What was my sentence?
It's a bit complicated, but
Yeah.
you
No, I
kind
see,
of get
I
the
see,
gist
I
of
see.
it.
I don't know.
Look,
Point is, they're a bit
Heikki.
useless. We might be
Exactly.
able to exterminate them.
Look, after all, aren't we all a bit useless?
hmm Hey,
So you know
I
what?
also think that those grasshoppers
You
will
don't know
take over
that.
the
Maybe you
world.
will.
What?
Maybe your destiny will be to make something different, or there's a high probability or low that you will do something. You see, taking it back to
Alright.
both of your things there.
Continuing on existential crises, right?
Sick.
How about this?
This is Christmassy,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. Let's talk about Christmas at this point. Come on.
No,
Let's break it up.
no.
a
No,
little
let's
bit.
do Jan's thing.
Christmas
let's do Jan's
is not
thing.
real.
It's
It
the end of a
doesn't have
decade.
a
It's
purpose.
the end of a
It's
decade.
not real. Okay,
No.
continue.
Okay.
Go on.
So I was
There's
in the
no
park.
probability. It doesn't have a destiny.
Yes, it does.
and
Yes, it does.
It's not
His
there for any
purpose-
reason.
His purpose is to make us do this podcast.
Well, yeah, that would
Look
be
at that.
the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I was in the park today listening
Mm-hmm.
to music, and I was thinking to myself, like, there's so many dead artists, right? And in a few years' time, no one's gonna actually remember them, right? So then begs the question: is there a point in being remembered if one day, like, it will be as if you never existed?
That is a good question, but I already had, and you have a point. However, what do you want to do about it? Do you want to carve your face on the moon?
I mean, at this
That's
point,
pretty
we're at the
sick.
age where we store information.
Because at that point,
So-
you can just go as far as to say, when because there's like a theory about the universe, right? But it's gonna like recrunch itself to redo a big bang. Okay. Like instead of
Yeah.
expanding, it will like go back to become a big bang. So at that point, like, can you do anything about that? Not really. So, like, there's no real point about being remembered because someday or another humans will go extinct and all of our civilization will just go.
Maybe your destiny, Gab, is to change that.
Hey.
Not probable.
Ooh.
No problem.
Hey. It's a probability.
That depends on your actions, Gab.
Yeah, exactly. We merge everything together at this point. Well, look, yes, but at that point, Jan, if you think that way, we should just go and kill ourselves because at that point everything is meaningless. Like, if you want to be that deep, yeah, we could just end
Okay.
it now. What's the point?
Okay, I didn't think this question through. It's a bit depressing.
Like,
now
yeah.
that you explain it that way.
Like, you see what I mean? You cannot just say,
Yeah.
oh, we're never gonna be
Hey,
remembered because you don't have to
I
be
can
that
say
cynical, do you?
what I want. I can
No,
say
no, I know.
whatever I want as
I
long
know.
as it's not quoted back to me in 20 years' time when I'm rich and famous.
Rich and famous. That's the important words. But yeah. My goal actually, it was, at least since a young age, up to now, was to be remembered, but it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough since you're gonna be forgotten anyway in a few years after you die.
Thank you, Jan. Okay, it's a joke.
He's not that old. He's not that old.
What about Einstein?
God.
What about Einstein?
He fundamentally changed the world, but it's
Yeah.
just like, for example, like all these Greek philosophers, all these Greek philosophers, right?
Yes. But I
Like,
still remember.
okay, fine. There's a lot of
How many do we
memorable-
remember? I know Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Heraclitus,
Zio.
Buddha. Buddha actually is.
Yeah.
There's a lot
There's
of
one.
there's a
Jesus
lot of
Christ.
famous ones, right?
Mm.
But there's got to be a lot that have just been forgotten, but that have also been incredibly vital, that just no one remembers. And
Yeah.
Eventually, just over time, people are gonna forget like who Pythagoras is. Although maybe not him, since
I mean, no, Pythagoras
Why?
is a bit.
we're never
honestly,
gonna hear
he
the end
did-
of him, are we?
No, but we're at a point of storing information. Like at this point, how would we forget if we just unless we forget to back up our hard drives over and
Well,
over
that's
again?
what books are for.
Yeah, but books can melt.
And
But
and
books
fire.
can
and
deteriorate.
yeah, exactly. And talking about books, one thing that, like, if I had to go back in time and I would fix, would be like the
Yeah,
Alexandra's
stop the
library.
library from burning.
yeah, from burning.
That's pretty sad. It set us
Because-
back like thousands of years. We already spoke about this when we
Yeah.
mentioned the pyramids.
Yeah, which is tragic.
Yeah. See, the people who wrote those books, no one's ever gonna remember them. No one's gonna know their names.
Okay. But what is the chance of that happening again? I'm so seriously.
It takes more time to rewrite a book to preserve it than to back up a hard drive. So
Yeah.
we got that.
Yeah, but we can always grow more trees to then make more paper, to then get more books.
I guess, yeah.
But we can't make unlimited hard drives because we're eventually gonna run out of metal if we keep doing that.
That's a good point.
But you can make
That's a
new
good
metal. You just need to make
You
a
can't-
star. Okay.
You just need to make a fusion
Yeah,
reactor.
in the future, that's
A-
gonna be the
A
solution.
supernova. What's
Yeah,
the
but then
problem?
They're gonna be like,
Yeah, but then what happens when
The-
you run out of hydrogen?
You're not gonna run out of hydrogen anywhere, and also you're not gonna run out of metal anywhere soon, as
Yeah, that's
Earth's core is
true.
metal.
Just get more iron. Just get more iron. It might not work as well.
It's
as all
all
the
made
others.
of metal. Come on. Man.
Yeah, but it's mostly iron, and iron's like
Iron doesn't suck. Come on.
iron doesn't suck, but it's not
You can make
silicon, is
steel.
it?
You can make steel out of it. And
Yeah,
there's a
but we
lot of
want
silicon. There's a lot of silicon in the
do
Earth's
you,
crust.
do you know what? There might be a point where we'll be able to grow metal.
Hey.
Shaq just thinks.
Just imagine.
Yeah,
that.
but Gab, there's currently a global silicon shortage. Or at least there was
Sure
one a
about
few
that?
years ago. There was one a few years ago, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why RAM prices increased drastically.
Mm,
Because the moment they released DDR4, so many people bought it that there was just a shortage in silicon.
well, yeah, but because the mines weren't adapted for that demand. We're not gonna overmine silicon if there's not that demand. So it's
Let's just
more
move to
logical.
another planet where there's more.
Yeah, and also, yeah. I mean, look.
Yeah, considering
Since at this point, since we're in this existential crisis, depressed state,
We're not depressed.
I guess.
we're,
okay,
we're
maybe
not depressed.
Okay, but
We are the wise men
Okay,
of the
okay.
podcast.
then give us the expectation, like the life expectancy of a human race, from now.
Depends how we evolve.
Well,
If
yeah,
we invent
so give-
warp drives, if we invent a warp drive, right, we'll be good forever.
Fair enough.
Unless there's a critical malfunction on a ship carrying the last surviving humans.
But realistically,
That would be
realistically,
a bit sad.
But realistically, there would be like fail safes in place and stuff. So I think humans are safe as long as we manage to get interstellar travel correct,
what about
and then don't run into aliens who
Yes,
want to
but
kill us.
global
Although they probably
warming?
wouldn't. They probably
You know,
wouldn't
if
kill
we
us. They'd keep
colonize
us
more
as
planets,
pets.
If we colonize more planets, we can have better chance of survival. So like, if by like bad luck, Earth gets like evaporated from a supernova, at least there'll be other humans on another planet.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think that positively, guys. Come on, like global warming is at 20 years time. Like
Well,
proper
that might be an
destruction.
exaggeration. There's a point where we like don't even know if that even.
What
is true
point
if
of
it's
no
20
return?
years.
Point of no return is in 30 years.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think that humans, especially these days,
I think that's slightly
can
exaggerated.
survive
It might be like 50
everything.
years.
No,
right.
no. I don't say we're not gonna survive. But if there's that much global warming, it's certainly gonna slow things down for interstellar travel. And then there's gonna be
No.
less space for too many people. That means more sickness.
I would say that it would be a catalyst to get off this place.
That's true.
Maybe.
Because
You remember how war advanced our technology like by
exactly, it's
So-
a time of need.
tenfold.
So you're not more for adaptation, you're more for mitigation.
Well, no. Okay. Thing
Mm.
is, right.
Well,
When-
humans
when-
aren't very
when-
good at adapting. We're good at adapting the environment around us.
When we go past the point of no return, which is a given, considering how Earth's temperature cycle works with ice ages and
Yeah.
not ice ages, we're about to reach a peak, which is entirely normal. We're going to hit the point of quote unquote no return
Yeah.
eventually, And
Yeah.
no matter what, we're going to have to instantly adapt, eating like bugs and stuff that
Monka-esque.
survives, right? But it's going to be a catalyst. We'll know how to like not ruin another planet as quickly,
Um,
and then we'll be good.
Your brother said.
Nah, cloning meat. We can clone meat.
Yeah, we
I'll
can.
do
Yeah,
that.
we can grow meat in a lab. It's not that
Yeah,
deep.
factory meat.
We
Yeah,
can
we're
3D
working
print
on stuff.
meat.
3D print meat.
You could probably just make a machine that just chucks out carbohydrates and proteins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's tragic, bro. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah. Also,
It's called
like
innovation.
Also, like a couple of days ago, I saw a tweet by Elon Musk where he said that if we get like a Mars base sorted and we regularly have people moving between Earth and Mars, that's going to be an insane catalyst to actually invent a warp drive.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Like-
have we discussed warp drives on this?
No,
I don't think we have.
haven't.
For those
So
who don't
Noah-
know, a warp drive is a thing taken from some TV show, I think, or cartoon or something, where it's this thing that just bends space-time. So theoretically, you'd be able to move faster
Doctor Who?
than the speed of light,
Yeah,
Is that Doctor Who?
while like
I think so.
not having relative time.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
it
like
might be-
the
it might be
point
Star Trek,
being
actually.
is that you make like a hole, or like
Yeah, you're compressing space around
Yeah.
you, basically.
So basically,
And-
instead of doing like, for example, if you have to go from one place to another, instead of doing, and it's like in a circle, instead of going through the whole circumference of a circle, you can just go straight through.
You're thinking more of wormholes, though.
yeah,
yeah.
is that the idea where you take a piece? That's where you take the
Yeah,
idea of a
no,
piece of
a
paper
warp
and then
drive's
you like
entirely
push it
different.
towards
A warp
each
drive's entirely different.
Okay.
other.
Although not
That should be
really,
a wormhole.
not
It's
really.
a bit. It's a bit different.
It's slightly different, but I
Well,
guess you
both-
can visualize
both,
it that way as
both
well.
do the same thing, but both allow
Yeah.
you to travel a lot of long distances in shorter times.
And I mean, it's no secret that NASA's been trying to figure out how to make one for a few years now. I think.
Mm.
I saw a thing on the internet a few years ago
We should
saying
make
that
a
they're
fusion
working on
reactor
it,
first.
or at least they're spending money on research into the topic.
Well, surely.
And a lot of influential people believe that it's entirely possible. And,
Well, look. Surely,
like,
if this kind of technology is developed, we won't need
Mhm.
cars anymore, do we? That means, like, a good chunk
Well,
of pollution can go away, and energy
that
waste.
that being said, we don't know what the impact of compressing the space around you will be. It
Come on,
might
you're not
only
gonna
be
break
safe
the
to do it.
universe.
It might only be safe to do it in like if you're far away from planets and stuff.
Mm.
It's hard to know.
I don't think such as Moho can like
Well,
create a black
what if
hole.
we accidentally warp drive into another object?
Well,
You got point.
I think there would be so many calculations done and stuff. Like it would kind of be the same as like launching a satellite, where you know where all the debris is. Just don't launch your rocket into it.
Yeah.
Point it in the right direction and hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. Just more or less there. Hi Kibo. Teleportation seems cool, but that's the only type of teleportation.
Teleportation's not gonna.
That's like
yeah, it's
quote unquote
it's only
teleportation.
feasible one.
That's the only
It's-
type that I do believe in, because like the one where, like we already mentioned, where you like
It's
destroyed
tangled
and
particles. Oh.
or you destroyed and recombined. No thanks.
How about like
And also entangled
uploading your
particles is the same thing.
mind? How about uploading your mind to
No, you're copying.
another body?
No, because
I'm
what
not
you're
sure
doing
if
is
that would work.
no, because you're
To
copying.
like
your mind.
not another body, but like to a robotic
That, I
body.
don't
No.
think that would work.
No, because you're copying your conscience and then you're killing yourself. It's the same thing because you're still copy pasting.
How about you don't kill the other one?
Well, you just cloned yourself.
Yeah, but then you could have two yourselves who keep exchanging information from one side to the other.
And how is
That's
that
pretty
good?
lit. You're in
How's
two.
that good?
You're in two. You basically in two places at once.
But it's not teleporting, and no, because it's still human. Because you have to shut down. Like, you're not gonna see in the eyes of someone else, are you? You're not connected like
you'll
Bluetooth.
remember you'll remember doing that when you upload your memory, when you do like a
No.
memory upload to each other.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
that
think
point,
that
what's the point of
uploading your
teleportation?
memory would be possible.
Or not
No.
upload, like exchanging memory
I
with another
think it would be
with another
possible to
body.
like upload consciences, but
How?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
that would be like
how would you go about that?
well, if we
Considering your
develop
brain is
quantum
basically
computers,
just
we can do like massive,
Okay.
like ridiculous amounts of calculations per second.
So what you're
Honestly.
saying is when we figure out quantum computers properly, not the
Yeah.
Google way, we'll be able to instantly solve any problem.
Yeah,
Right. Or even non-issues really.
yeah, but we're gonna
'Cause
be
right
able
now,
to do
yeah.
anything really quickly. For example, there was a problem or like something just to test the speed of computers, and like if you do it like completely the whole problem, it took computers, normal computers, like 10,000 years. Constantly
Or
processing.
it would have, yeah.
Yeah, and like quantum computers, the guy did in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It was like
Could
the
Amazon
bad
make it?
quantum computer, like the non.
Yeah,
good
but
one.
that's already
Wait.
been disproven because the person who created the supercomputer said that it wasn't calibrated properly, so it'd actually be much shorter. It wouldn't be tens
yeah.
of thousands of years, it would be like 24 hours
Yes,
or
but
something.
okay. Oh yeah, I remember that. But
Guys,
still, but was
We already
Guys.
discussed this on like episode 3.
Yeah, we did. Okay, let's not get.
Yo,
down
yo,
this
yo,
way.
guys.
Yes, Jack.
What if Amazon created the Amazon Quantum Echo?
What would that be?
Oh yeah.
Alexa,
What?
Alexa, create a black hole.
Yes, Jack. I actually.
Alexa, shut up.
Nice.
She actually responded.
Mm.
Of course she did. She's my echo.
I'd make a joke involving her name, but I don't want to wake mine up. So, fuck you.
Okay, so to end this episode, to re-put ourselves in vibes,
Mhm.
how did your Christmas gifts change over the years, from the start of the decade to now?
Oh,
They were lit and now they're non-existent.
that's sad. Me back in the day, I wanted like Legos and stuff like that. And then for the past few years, it's been either PC, which was 5 years ago now, or 4, to just money. And now it's back to stuff, but it's stuff that I wouldn't say stuff I need, but it's stuff that I would like to have to just, you know, have a
Yeah, like a
fun
gift.
hobby on the side. No, just have a fun hobby on the side.
Oh, okay. Well, for
So
me,
it's just equipment.
like, it went from toys, such as that you said, such
Yeah,
as like
just when you're a
Legos,
kid, it's just
like-
what you
yeah.
can really have.
and then for some reason, I started reading and books and that
You-
kind
you-
of stuff.
You discovered books.
Fam, I discovered books at like 11. Proper.
It's kind of
books.
sad.
Oh yeah, I
That's
haven't
peak.
stopped. What about you guys?
Mate, oh, me it's the opposite.
Okay, yeah, I have stopped.
I loved reading until I discovered computers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's same for me.
Boom.
I used to read in the
Same for me.
mornings and in the evenings.
Okay.
Like, I would read like a book in 2 days.
Yeah,
And
I can
now-
do that.
Now it's the opposite. Like, I just don't. I wouldn't say I don't have the attention span for books, but I just don't find them as enjoyable as video games or movies.
Well, honestly,
Now I'm a boomer and I read a magazine in the morning.
for me, like books, such as like interesting books, but interesting to read, yeah, because it teaches stuff, you know, that later is useful. Still, that destiny thing of yeah.
Thing is, I've tried reading those books and I've just never got into them. Like, I had one book which was about like religion versus science. Not sure if it was just that one book that sucked, but it was really bad. I read like the first 50 pages, and usually if a book's not good 50 pages in, it's not gonna like be good after.
Yeah, you got a point.
I don't have the attention span to read a book.
That's
Yeah.
a shy excuse, but
But it's true.
Yeah, but
it's
he's
true
got
though.
a point.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh well.
I'll try to get back into it one day.
Yeah,
Someday.
exactly. I feel like everyone has just a phase in their lives. Like my parents had that as well. Like, and they both read. But
okay.
it's just I think everyone has a phase in their life when they don't read, and then you just rediscover
Except people
it.
that can't read.
Yeah, okay. If you're illiterate,
Yeah, but that's
like-
not gonna help, is it?
you're a special case.
Whoa, that's rude. What about all the people who don't have the chance to learn how to read?
What? He never.
Man.
He
Well,
never
they're
said
probably
it's
not
bad.
gonna have the chance to read books either.
Exactly.
Think about the kids.
They can watch movies.
Think about the children.
They can watch Nollywoods.
Okay, sick.
Okay, boom.
Okay, boomer.
Oh my
Um,
god, my Google Assistant just turned on. Nice.
What?
Wait, you have both. You have an Echo and a Google.
Yeah, on my
Assistant.
phone.
You're betraying
I thought you meant like.
Amazon.
Oh well.
Yeah, exactly. As rude, man. Okay, so what have we done this podcast episode?
Existential crisis and Christmas. Hey.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas
What did
and a
this
Happy
podcast
New
turn
Year.
into?
Woo! Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a Happy New Year.
See you
And-
guys.
We hope we didn't give you too many questions, unanswered questions.
Yeah. I guess no. What's it called again? No self-sponsorship thing. Yeah, it's Christmas. That's your present,
Yay!
right, Gab?
Yep. So
Hey! Merry Christmas, everybody,
and
and we'll see you
See
in
you
the next
guys.
episode.
see ya.
Bye.